Hi everyone, good evening. Just waiting for everyone to join. Just give it another 2 minutes.
Are you speaking anything?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, now.
Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are
Now
audible.
you are audible.
Can't hear you guys. Just give me a moment. Can you guys talk now? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I'll repeat what I was talking. So sorry. I think it was connected to a different device in Bluetooth. So, uh, so just wanted to ask you guys what we went through yesterday. So, anybody wanted to quickly talk about it?
Sir, we have created Linux EC2 instance yesterday.
Okay, right. So today we are going to see how to create Windows machine. So I'm into the AC2 AWS console and I'm searching for EC2 here. And once you are into the service, you can click on launch instance. So I'm giving name as Windows here. And over here, you can see these are the operating system available. Yesterday, we saw how to create a Linux machine. We used Ubuntu. Now let's select Windows here. And these are the available operating systems, AMIs in Windows. And you can see mostly everything is a server version. Okay, so you will not get desktop versions like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 12. Okay, so those are not available. Okay, I mean, by default, you will not find those things. So only you will find the Windows Server versions because this is something which you're going to use it for official purpose. Okay, so it's not an end user computing, right? So you can select the latest version of AMI, which is Windows Server 2025, and you can see the free tier eligible mark here. And when it comes to instance type, so you can select T3 Micro. That's a basic version for Windows, which comes with default 2 CPU and 1 GB RAM. Okay, and you can, there is no free tier mark here. So don't worry about it. You can see here it is mentioned, right? So T3 Micro is something which is free of cost. And keypad, you need to select the keypad here also. Yesterday we created the keypad. I'm gonna go with the same keypad. And here, like yesterday, we allowed SSH, right? So similarly for Windows machine, you need to allow a protocol called RDP, remote desktop. Okay, so the remote desktop port is, I think 3849, right? So we can check that. RDP default port number 3389. Okay, so that's a RDP port number. So when you select allow RDP traffic in your security group, it will allow, and I'm just allowing only for my IP, which is my laptop IP. So because I'm going to do RDP into my from my laptop to the Windows machine, what I'm creating here. Okay, so 30 GB is a default one, and I think the maximum is 30 GB. Can click on launch instance. The machine will get created. So to connect to this machine, you need to download an application into your laptop. Okay, so if you're using Mac machine, so there is an app called Windows app. Okay, you need to download this this application into your laptop to connect to the Windows machine. If you're using Windows laptop, there is an application called Remote Desktop, right? So let's check that. Remote Desktop for, yeah, you can see here there are a lot of apps. The app called Remote Desk or Any Desk, Remote Desktop Protocol. You can download any of this into your Windows machine. And for Mac users, this is the one. For Windows users, you can download any of this. Okay, so using which you can connect to the virtual machine what we have created. Okay, so let it create the machine. Okay, the machine is ready. So how to connect to the machine? Click on connect. Okay, so click on RDP client, and over here you can see two things. One is it allows you to download the remote desktop file. Okay, so first you need to download that. When you click on download, you can see it automatically downloaded the RDP file to your machine. When you click on it, it will automatically open it to the into the application what we talked about. So in my Mac machine, it is going to use this app. So if you are using Windows machine, probably you might be using the default remote desktop application, or if you have any of this, probably you will be using that. In my case, I'm using this app. So this file, if I double click, it is going to use that app at the background, and it is going to, you can see it is open. So there are something saved into my machine. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm gonna go show in Finder. This is the one. Okay, you can see here it is asking for credentials. Okay, so it's trying to connect the background. It wanted password. Username is administrator, and the password, we don't know the password. Can go back to the console, and I'm just minimizing this. You can see there is an option called get password. Username is administrator. So it automatically took the username, since because we downloaded the remote desktop file. So it has the username administrator by default added into it. So, but password, we need to generate the password, and the password, whatever you're going to generate, it's going to be a one-time password. Okay, so it is not going to be the password which is always you can use it. It expires after a certain period of time. Click on get password. Now it is going to ask you the key. Okay, whatever key you have attached to the machine, you need to upload the key. Okay, so I'm going to click on downloads. This is our key. From our local machine, I'm going to upload the key and decrypt the password. You can see I got the password here. Okay, I'm going to click on the password and go back to the place where it was asking for a password. Paste the password and continue. And continue. So this should connect me to the machine. So machine is getting launched.
It's also not working. Network also not working. Mobile.
You guys are seeing my window screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's happening here? Oh, it's taking so much. I don't know what's happening here. It's just getting a blank screen. It's supposed to show me something. This is the problem with Windows. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, it's loading. Okay, so finally we are into the machine. The task manager is taking time. Okay, so we got the task manager. Press this button, nothing works. Just wanted to show the storage of this. Not even loading. Just trying from long time to click that folder button. We have 30 GB. You can see here out of 30 GB already it is occupied. Only 6 GB is left out, right? So the operating system files would have already consumed around 24 GB. So you can see the program files will have a lot of things. That's your operating system files, right? These are the things which are taking so much of space. And I think, yeah, what else? This is the Windows machine. I'm just checking if we can see the CPU and memory of the machine. It's okay. I mean, okay, yeah, here it is. So let's see here. So over here, close the button here. After I click the button, it takes long time and responds later. We can also find some information from here. So instance ID, total memory, all these things supposed to get printed here, but maybe it will take some time. So post after that, you will get the information over here also, which gets printed. Okay, so that's about the Windows machine creation. So any questions? You can also use Session Manager. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it right now. That requires additional configuration. So yeah, I mean, pretty simple. After you create the machine, you need to have the right app in your machine installed and download the RDP file and just use the RDP file and connect to the machine. When it asks for password, so make sure you're creating the one-time password. So now you can see the same password will not be useful. So you need to again click on get password, upload the private key, whatever you associated with it. And then I think you will be able to log in into the machine. Initially it takes time. I think the next time when you try to log in, it will be much faster. So probably the initial setup takes time. So with respect to EC2, we saw how to create a Linux machine and how to create the Windows machine. Both are sorted now. So henceforth, we are going to talk about autoscaling group, how to create autoscaling group, what is the purpose of autoscaling group, and then we are going to talk about load balancer. Both the things we are going to do practically, like we are going to configure the autoscaling group and see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And then autoscaling group also, I'm going to show you a live demo, how to create the load balancer and how the connections are switching between the machines. Okay, so we'll just see that as well in the next set of classes. So I'm going to terminate this machine. If in case you have any questions, let me know before I terminate this. Are we good here? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Vijay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Fine. So we'll see the auto scaling group tomorrow, and then we'll see the load balancer and the rest of topics following to that.
I have a query, but usually in real time they will use only Linux related, no, not window, no, in real time office.
Mostly Linux. I mean, not mostly, 99% Linux. Maybe 1% if they have any specific use case where they want Windows machine, then people go with Windows machine. Otherwise, yeah, like predominantly Linux machine. So yeah. And in Windows, people predominantly use Ubuntu and as well as this Amazon Linux, right? So I haven't seen people using Red Hat, but yeah, so these are the mostly used operating systems with respect to Linux distributions. Some people also use Debian. Yeah, it depends on their use case, but yeah, mostly Ubuntu and Amazon Linux. Okay, so no questions, then I think we are good. We can wind up for today. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.